think you've seen it all in sports. Think again. From marathon runners crawling across the finish line in sheer agony to NFL players accidentally scoring for the wrong team. These aren't your typical highlights. These are the jaw-dropping, unbelievable stories that make you shout, "No way that actually happened." Welcome to the Mind Metrics, where every second is packed with wild, hilarious, and legendary moments from the crazy world of sports. So buckle up and get ready, because we're about to dive into 30 mind-blowing sports facts that will totally blow your mind. Fact 1, Michael Jordan's flu game wasn't the flu. During Game 5 of the 1997 NBA Finals, Michael Jordan played one of his most iconic games, scoring 38 points while visibly exhausted and sweating. Everyone called it the flu game. But years later, it was revealed to be food poisoning from a suspicious late-night pizza he ate alone. His trainer insists 5 guys delivered it, and he was the only one who ate it. Jordan powered through what could have been a disaster, turning it into legend. Fact 2, a golfer once hit a bird mid-flight twice. In 1998, Spanish golfer Miguel Angel Jimenez hit a drive that struck a bird in mid-air. A rare, unlucky moment. Years later, in 2002, it happened again. 2 birds, 2 different courses, 2 mid-air collisions. Experts called it statistically near impossible, making Jimenez the unluckiest, or most precise, golfer in history. Fact 3, the marathon that wasn't a marathon. In the 1904 St. Louis Olympic Marathon, the race was a chaotic mess. Runners inhaled dust kicked up by cars. There were only 2 water stations in 90-degree heat, and one athlete was even given strychnine and brandy as performance boosters. The winner, Thomas Hicks, was carried over the finish line by his trainers and nearly died afterward. And Fred Lors, the first to cross the line, was disqualified when officials learned he hitched a car ride for 11 miles. Fact 4, a cricket match once lasted 10 days. The longest cricket match in history occurred in 1939 between England and South Africa. The game lasted 10 days, not including rest days, and still ended in a draw. England needed to catch a boat back home, so they called the game off. The final scoreboard, 1,981 total runs. It remains the longest test match ever played. Fact 5, an NFL player once scored a touchdown for the other team. In 1964, Minnesota Vikings defensive end Jim Marshall recovered a fumble and ran 66 yards the wrong way. He ended up scoring a safety for the San Francisco 49ers. Despite the mistake, the Vikings still won the game, and Marshall went on to have a Hall of Fame career. The play is still considered one of the most famous blunders in football history. Fact 6, a soccer game once ended 149-0, all own goals. In 2002, Madagascan team SO Lemurn was furious over a bad referee decision in a prior match. To protest, they purposely scored 149 own goals in their next game against AS Adema, literally turning and kicking the ball into their own net again and again. The referee stood by helplessly. It's still the highest scoreline in professional football history. Fact 7, a baseball player once got traded for himself. In 1962, MLB pitcher Harry Cheety was traded from the Cleveland Indians to the New York Mets for a player to be named later. After a few disappointing games, the Mets sent him back, naming himself as the player. He became the only player in MLB history to be traded for himself. Fact 8, a hockey puck once killed a fan. In 2002, a 13-year-old fan named Brittany Cecil was struck in the head by a deflected puck at an NHL game in Columbus. She died 2 days later from the injury. It was the first fan fatality in NHL history and led to major safety reforms, including the installation of protective netting behind the goals in every arena. Fact 9, Tiger Woods won a major with a broken leg. In the 2008 US Open, Tiger Woods played 91 holes, including an 18-hole playoff and a sudden death hole, all while dealing with a torn ACL and 2 stress fractures in his leg. He limped through the tournament, winced in pain after nearly every swing, and still beat Rocco Mediate in a playoff. It was his 14th major title and arguably his toughest. Fact 10. The Olympics once had a live pigeon shooting event. In the 1900 Paris Olympics, live pigeons were used for a trap shooting event. Competitors shot and killed around 300 birds before the event was scrapped forever. It was the first and last time live animals were used for an Olympic medal. Feathers reportedly littered the field afterward. And public outrage helped end the practice. Fact 11. A perfect game has only happened once in a World Series. In 1956, Yankees pitcher Don Larson threw a perfect game against the Brooklyn Dodgers. 27 up, 27 down, no hits, no walks, no errors. It's still the only perfect game ever pitched in World Series history. Fact 12, Usain Bolt slowed down in his record-breaking race. When Bolt set the 100-meter world record at 9.58 seconds in 2009, he actually slowed down before the finish line to celebrate. Biomechanical analysts say he could have run closer to 9.5 seconds if he'd kept pushing. That record has yet to be broken and probably won't be anytime soon. Fact 13. The loudest sports stadium roared louder than a jet. Arrowhead Stadium, home of the Kansas City Chiefs, recorded a crowd noise of 142.2 decibels in 2014. That's louder than a jet engine at takeoff. Players couldn't even hear themselves think, let alone hear the quarterback's calls. It remains the loudest verified roar in sports. Fact 14. A soccer player played professionally until age 54. Kazuyoshi Miura, also known as King Kazu, began his professional career in 1986. He was still playing in 2021 at age 54. He played across multiple leagues and continents and became the oldest pro footballer ever. His longevity is unmatched in the sport. Fact 15. The Olympics once awarded medals for art. Between 1912 and 1948, the Olympic Games awarded medals in painting, sculpture, literature, music, and architecture. The only requirement? The work had to be inspired by sports. Eventually, the events were removed because most artists were considered professionals, conflicting with the Olympics' amateur rules. Fact 16. The only athlete to play in a Super Bowl and World Series. Deion Sanders, also known as Primetime, played in the Super Bowl with the 49ers and the World Series with the Braves. In 1992, he even played an NFL game in Miami, then flew to Pittsburgh that same evening for a Braves playoff game. No other athlete has pulled off that kind of same-day dual sport madness. Fact 17. The heaviest boxer in history weighed over 450 pounds. Gogea Mitu of Romania stood 7 feet tall and weighed over 450 pounds. He was a professional boxer in the 1930s and scared many of his opponents out of the ring. His career was short, but unforgettable. Fact 18. A hockey fan spotted a mole and saved a life. In 2021, medical student Nadia Popovici noticed a strange mole on the neck of Vancouver Canucks staffer Brian Hamilton. She typed a message on her phone warning it could be cancer, pressed it to the glass, and Hamilton listened. It turned out to be melanoma caught just in time. She was later awarded a scholarship, and Hamilton called her a hero. Fact 19. An NFL player played through a broken leg. In 1979, Rams defensive end Jack Youngblood played the entire postseason, including the Super Bowl, with a broken fibula. He didn't miss a snap. Doctors today still marvel at how he managed it. Fact 20. A marathon runner crawled to the finish line. At the 1984 Olympics, Swiss runner Gabriela Anderson-Schiess entered the stadium visibly dehydrated and barely able to stand. She refused medical help and stumbled through the final 400 meters, finishing 37th. The crowd gave her a standing ovation, and her finish became a symbol of Olympic determination. Fact 21. Shohei Ohtani signed a $700 million contract. In 2023, Japanese star Shohei Ohtani signed the largest deal in sports history, $700 million with the Dodgers. But here's the twist. He deferred $680 million of it. helping the team with salary cap flexibility. He'll be receiving payments until 2043. Fact 22, Serena Williams won a Grand Slam while pregnant. In 2017, Serena Williams won the Australian Open without dropping a set, all while 8 weeks pregnant. She kept the pregnancy secret until months later. It remains one of the greatest physical feats in tennis history. Fact 23, the longest tennis match that lasted over 11 hours. Picture this. It's Wimbledon 2010. The sun is shining, strawberries and cream are being devoured by the gallon, and two relatively unknown players step onto court 18. Seems like just another first-round match, right? Wrong. What followed was nothing short of epic. Enter John Isner of the USA and Nicolas Mahut of France, two gladiators unknowingly about to make tennis history. Their match didn't just stretch over hours, and it stretched over 3 days, clocking in at an absolutely bonkers 11 hours and 5 minutes of playtime. Here's the kicker. The fifth set alone lasted 8 hours and 11 minutes. That's longer than most entire Grand Slam matches. The match was so long, the scoreboard literally broke. Both players smashed records left and right. Most aces in a match, most games in a match, and let's not forget the most bathroom breaks ever taken by fans watching it. Fact 24. The highest vertical leap at the NBA combined was 46 inches. In 2001, Kenny Gregory recorded a vertical leap of 46 inches at the NBA Combine. And that's almost 4 feet into the air. For comparison, LeBron's is around 40 inches, and Michael Jordan's was about 48 inches. That leap could clear a kitchen counter. Fact 25, one Olympian won gold in summer and winter. Eddie Egan won gold in boxing at the 1920 Summer Olympics and in bobsleigh at the 1932 Winter Olympics. He is the only person to ever win gold in both the Summer and Winter Games in different sports. Fact 26, a college basketball game lasted 6 overtimes. In 2009, Syracuse and UConn played a Big East quarterfinal that went into 6 overtimes. The game lasted 3 hours and 46 minutes, ending after 1 a.m. Fans refused to leave, and Syracuse eventually won 127 to 117. Fact 27, a cricketer took all 10 wickets in an innings. In 1999, India's Anil Kumble took all 10 wickets in a single innings against Pakistan, a near impossible feat. Only England's Jim Laker had done it before. In 2021, New Zealand's Ajaz Patel joined them. It's one of the rarest achievements in cricket. Fact 28, a man outran a horse. In 2004, Hugh Lobb became the first human to beat a horse in the man vs. horse marathon in Wales. Over rugged 22-mile terrain, he outlasted every horse in the race. Under the right conditions, humans can outendure nearly any animal. Fact 29, Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points in one game. In 1962, Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points in a single NBA game. There was no three-point line and no overtime. The game wasn't televised, but a photo of him holding a 100 sign became legendary. No one has come close since. Fact 30. An Olympian sold his medal to save a life. Polish javelin thrower. Piotr Malachowski auctioned off his 2016 silver medal to help fund cancer treatment for a young boy. He raised over $125,000 and gave it all to the family. And he said, "Winning a medal is amazing, but saving a life is greater." His gesture turned silver into pure gold. So, which of these wild sports facts left you absolutely stunned? Drop your jaw droppers in the comments. We're dying to hear what blew your mind. If you love this deep dive into the craziest moments in sports history, smash that like button, subscribe to the Mind Metrics, and hit the bell so you never miss out on our next epic countdown. Remember, the world of sports is full of surprises, and we're just getting started. Thanks for being part of the team, and we'll catch you soon with more mind-blowing facts you won't believe are true. And like always, stay curious.